the world is the enemy of God. You have enmity between you and God. Unless you accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, you are God's enemy. And all God's enemies are rejected. They're cast out to outer darkness where they'll be weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth. You see how calm and peaceful and loving I am? You see how angry you are? You know why you're angry? I am black. I am black. I am black.
The fucking racist.
Why is he racist?
You fucking bigot.
What does racist mean? You guys need to go get dictionaries.
You're sick camera during pride. You're preaching.
I'm angry?
Do something else.
Well, I'm trying to save your life. If you die, you're going to go to hell.
You're not Jesus.
I'm trying to save your life.
You're not Jesus, black people. You're not.
I do.
Jesus Christ.
You can tell how much it's pissing him off just by how composed he is. And this always happens, you know, when you've got an opinion against what they're doing, this is what tends to happen. Screaming and shouting and getting in your face.
We do not appreciate being filmed for this.
Oh, he's not filmed. He identifies the camera. We just kind of, I'm glad it's funny to you.
It's just very confusing.
Gotcha.
3 liberals, 1 monkey. See if you can spot the difference.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't stand another man touching me.
Well, no one did that.
I just can't.
Is this a prank?
I can't. He won't go away. He needs to go away. He's the fucking problem.
I need to leave?
No, just welcome. We'll take you to the
I still got, okay. She threw some of my stuff.
Okay, where's your stuff?
Hell if I know. I'm so sorry.
You're not sorry.
She wasn't sorry when she cut in line and then
Fuck
screamed.
I didn't see you.
To make it. Oh, I just asked her if she saw anyone in line.
Just fucking leave. Just go.
That's an
leave.
adult.
You're making it loud.
Let's just walk up.
I'm just talking.
Walk up to
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
This guy was just trying to get his shopping, ended up going into a psych ward. Whoever this girl is, man, she needs help. Clearly. And all the comments are very sympathetic towards her, but I can guarantee you if that was a guy screaming there with a little Dora the Explorer backpack on, he'd be getting roasted and called a psychopath, all this stuff.
Então só os ossos.
That's pretty tragic.
I am offended that our children are not receiving affordable gender reassignment surgery along with hormone blockers and access to abortions. This alone is a threat to our democracy, as Justin Trudeau only says. It just shows that you people do not care about our children, and that these are the same people who refuse to obey the science and get fully vaccinated. It's science, people! Science! Science! And
Okay.
Who the hell is going to watch this and take this serious? You know, when he started screaming, I was just laughing. It's always the scream. I was waiting for the screen to come in there sooner or later.
I've officially found the most liberal car in New York City. Ukraine, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Black Lives Matter, Biden-Harris. And the birds know what they're doing. Yay pigeons. Even the birds are Trump supporters.
If you eradicate transgenderism, which I believe you suggested in a post today.
No, I never suggested that.
Oh, okay. You reposted a post that was advocating for that. What would happen to the people that have already medically, socially, completely transitioned and are leading happy lives? What would happen to them? I mean, what's your plan for that? If transgenderism doesn't exist, which it seems like that's what you believe, what happens to all the people living happy lives as trans people?
Well, first of all, the whole trans it's based on a lie. You can't change your gender.
Okay, but
so they could go live their life. I mean, I can't tell someone what to do in their house.
Sounds like you do want to tell people what to do in their house.
I never said that.
So you're totally okay with people being trans, just not as long as they're in public?
No, I never said that. They could it's the whole thing is based off of a lie, and I think that this lie cannot be mainstream in our society. It's a lie.
And what harm is it causing, do you believe?
I like the truth. I like truth.
Got him.
The maddest thing about this video is the comments. I couldn't see one single comment defending the girl who's saying that this gender changing stuff is a lie, which it is, we all know that, but all the comments are against her. Do people out there really believe that you can actually do that? You can go and have an op and all of a sudden you're a woman or a man? God help the next generation, man. They're gonna need it.
Can men get pregnant?
Depends. I know.
What does it depend on?
I know trans men that can get pregnant.
That means it's a woman. Only one sex can get
That's
pregnant.
a circular argument. That's
it's not a circular argument.
Yeah.
It's proving my thing. There is a truth, a concrete truth. You have to be born with a uterus to have a baby. Only women can get pregnant. The fact that we've arrived in a society where
that's the part I'm disagreeing with. That's the part I'm disagreeing with.
There's nothing to disagree with it. These are facts. So you can say that this person who is pregnant identifies as a man. That person was born a woman. I can tell you that every single time because only women can have sex, because there are concrete truths about life.
Have babies.
Can have babies, pardon. And that is a hard truth about life. You cannot make that go away because you want to call a man, somebody who has a beard and dresses like a dude, a woman. Only if it's pregnant, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's a woman.
Whoever this guy is, man, you've just sold out for the bag. He knows the answer in his mind, but he don't want to say it because he's too scared of getting cancelled. I can't believe we're even having this discussion. I know I've said this 100 times. But the fact we're even having this debate is mind-blowing.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay. Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Tired of straight white men having the power and everything, you know, and it's like, we as women of color, as like students at this university, like we're very much capable of certain things, and we don't have the same privileges that are offered to straight white men.
And I've been hearing that from a lot of the ladies that I've been talking to today. Talk to me about what some of those privileges are that, you know, straight white men have that you don't have. Talk to me about that.
I don't really know. Have you ever experienced like a specific instance? I also need to go. I know, I do need to go. I'm sorry.
What an idiot! If you can change your gender, can you change your race?
No.
Why?
Because that's just how you're born.
Isn't your gender how you're also just born?
Yeah, I see where you're getting with.
No, you can't change your race. Race is your roots, where you were born with from, you know, ages ago. So
Isn't your gender what you're born with too?
That's true, but I think it's a different, like...
Gotcha.
Your mom say you have to be LGBT? No, I think she's what I want to be, but
Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead. Keep talking. Say what you're saying.
My mom doesn't matter if if I am gay or lesbian or any of that. She doesn't care. All she cares about is that I'm a part of it. And if I'm not a part of it, she'll try to convince me to join it. Cause
What are you saying right now?
Facts.
That I would convince you to join what?
The LGBTQIA+ community.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
This is absolutely absurd, and for two reasons. You know, those kids are being, you know, forced on an agenda they don't really understand, and someone actually slept with that woman right there. Someone actually laid it down with that. That in itself is mind-blowing as well.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Sensational.
So how many genders are there?
there's so many, the way that the
So many's not enough.
chromosomes actually break down with intersex genders and the way that it actually happens, that is the starting point that you learn in like 5th grade. But when you actually do
Like
real
5th grade.
experiments, you learn that the way that data breaks down when it comes to
Can you give me a number or not?
genders.
Number?
A number? You have 2. That's 6th grade science. When you move on, there are hundreds of different categories.
So what you learn in 6th grade becomes less true as you get older? Like gravity becomes less true?
That is a basic building
Newton's
block
third
that
law
children
becomes less
learn
true?
in order to understand the concept of gender. When you break it down into actual
Gender and
experiments
sex are
of
directly
chromosome and sex, it breaks down into hundreds of different categories that actually differentiate between just 2 genders. What you're saying is there are facts and you don't believe in there being opinions.
Yes, I am
and
saying that there are facts.
This is a scientific fact that if you talk to any biologist, you will learn.
So in biology they teach you that there's XX and XY chromosomes? So give me a number of how many genders there are.
Hundreds, many. It breaks
Unlimited,
down,
right?
It breaks
So
down
it's
in so
anything
many
you
more
want to be,
categories.
anything you feel?
No, it's what scientists determine given specific
X,
categories.
X, XY.
Why do you need a number if you're
Bingo. Why do you need a number? That's a great question.
You literally have no idea how it works. You're
Because
using
then you could
6th grade
self-identify to be anything you want at any time.
Literally, biologists are saying that this is the way the gender actually breaks down.
So you would accept the argument that you can self-identify to be anything at any time?
Yes, because literally
Okay.
biologists have
That's
told me
what's
that
wrong
gender-
with not having a number.
Stop it. Get some help. I thought going to college meant you were going to get smarter, but in these people's books they're getting more stupid. The biggest issue of all is that we're having these debates. And these are the same people that could walk around with firearms, man. That's mad.
I am an 18-year-old high school student and wanted to take this time to bring to your attention the current issue with biological men claiming they are women and in turn truly believing that they are entitled to use women's spaces. There was an incident within our district that occurred recently regarding a transgender woman who really is a biological man having an altercation with a young woman at MLK High School. It was infuriating when I had seen the video on social media, but what was detrimental to this is the fact that this man is and has been using the women's restroom and locker room. Firstly, the question we must address is why are we affirming the mental confusion of this boy and putting the safety of women in jeopardy by allowing mentally confused men to use the women's spaces? Of course, any male who claims he is a woman will accept it. But what about the women? What about the true girls like myself who are female down to our DNA? Why don't we ever get a say in whether or not we are comfortable with this? The truth is, we aren't.
That's what I'm talking about! Even girls 18 like her taking a stand to this BS. And this is stuff you won't see on the news. As she was saying all this, they'll probably sat up there on their phones just ignoring her, not taking any notice. And it's a sad thing that her voice won't be heard.
Define woman. Go, please. One of you.
A person who their internal idea of what they are is a woman.
Terrible definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation. Just saying that it's an idea.
Why?
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 You can't be connected and sexually attracted to somebody's brain.
I can't believe she said this. If I open this book on YouTube, the stream will get taken down.
Okay.
Did you ever read this book? No. This book is in middle schools in Florida. Ron DeSantis had it removed. That's one simple policy he did. That's very good. You've never seen this book?
I've heard about it.
Have you ever looked inside of it?
No, but I mean, I don't believe in censorship.
If
so
I show you a
don't
picture of
believe
a job, would you be offended?
I mean,
Can I show you a picture of a job on camera?
I wouldn't be offended.
I'm looking at this right now. I can't even hold it up because I can't point it at the camera. And I don't understand why school children should be taught how to perform jobs for an auto-androphile.
I don't believe they're being taught that.
You asked me what Ron DeSantis did that I liked.
That he banned genderqueer?
That he's removing pornographic and kink books from middle schools is a very, very good one. And I would.
Well, for me, my politics are a little broader than that, Tim, I gotta say.
So if your argument to me is that I or anyone else should support your politics because you want to show jobs to children, you're going to lose.
Well, I don't think that that is a policy done by teachers in this country. I think that this
book
is a...
was in schools in Florida,
There
which
are
is
a ton of books that are in a ton of schools. I don't believe in censorship. That's not my bag, buddy.
So you think...
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
Can't we uphold the same logic, you know, with films? You know, they're PG, 12, 15, 18... Isn't that the same logic that they categorize these films? You know, they determine what's appropriate for different age groups. But we're not doing that with Korn and these books. They're just throwing it all out there for kids to read. So why not let school children go and watch flipping Saw, Human Centipede, all those films, if we're going to do it with the books?
our logic here. A baby is coming out of the womb. I am a man, right?
Yes.
So what?
You don't know what a pregnancy does to a woman.
I have 2 kids. I have a wife.
But did you ever ask your wife how it is to bear a child?
Absolutely.
What trauma it is on a woman's body? If she doesn't want to be pregnant, she has all the right to choose because it's her body.
Well, so what about the baby?
My
Does the
body,
baby have any
choice.
right to choose? So if I say if I have a child and I don't want to pay child support, do I have the right to say no? You see, listen to me. Listen to the logic here. I'm a man, so I don't have a right to say or have any opinion about what a woman does with my child in her womb. So can I apply that? Can I also apply that to, hey, when the child is born, because it's her child, I'm a man, I don't want to pay child support, let her take care of my child. Is it equally okay to do that? Is it? I don't have to pay child support. It's your body, your choice. You decided to have the baby. I told you not to have the baby. You wanted to have the baby. I'm not going to pay child support because I'm a man.
Got him. We fucking got him.
So like I just turned 18. If I was a consenting adult and I wanted to identify in a certain way, do you feel like that's something that should be interfered with? Or do you feel like because I'm an adult and I can do what I want, I can express how I want? Or do you feel like there still is a duty to kind of combat that in a sense?
I think that one thing that is mistaken is this idea that personally, if you want to identify as a fox every day and bark around Central Park, I don't care if you're not impacting me. It really, that doesn't, I would caution you against it as a friend. I think it's important when people are suffering from various mental disorders, as a friend, you should tell them this, your life isn't going to end very great if you keep following and pursuing this path. I think the moment that transgenderism as an ideology became problematic is when they started insisting on it as something that's taught in the school system, as something that's being taught to children. This is when it really woke me up and turned me into a bear, because I will not allow my children to be intentionally confused by professors.
That's just facts right there. Every time I see a clip of Candace, she always hits the nail on the head every single time. I mean, those kids she's got, they're in good hands. We need more parents to stand up with Candace.
I personally am putting children in harm's way by dressing up in a wig, by wearing a heel. I personally am putting children in harm's way by reading them a book in a wig. I personally put children in harm's way as someone who is beautiful and stunning and likes to be happy and likes to, hold hands with a boy.
Stop it. Get some help.
I just like to feel comfortable in my skin, so I just wear whatever I want. And especially during big events, I like to just dress how I feel.
All right, well, you do think men can get pregnant?
Yeah, I believe that trans men can get pregnant. I'm trying to get pregnant right now, and I'm a trans man, so yes. I, as a gay person, only want the worst for people. Hello.
You don't find that suspicious?
J. Trump is now President of the United States. President.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald.
There we go, guys. The liberals scream once again. That's something I've seen, which is very common among all these clips, is just no answers. They'll just sit there screaming. Maybe it's just like, how like certain animals have their own language. Maybe these lot have the same with screams. They're calling out for backup or something. Who knows?
Hi, fellow white people. Black History Month is tomorrow.
And who can guess what this is about?
Let's not do anything to ruin it this year.
Well, making videos like this certainly isn't a good way to start out, now is it?
Okay, my fellow milk crickets?
Excuse me, what was that?
Okay, my fellow milk crickets?
That's what I thought they said.
We're gonna be good this year. Yes, we are.
Is it just me, or does anyone else find it very difficult to take someone seriously when they talk in such a manner?
And if we are, maybe you'll get a prize.
What?
You have to be good. You can't ruin Black History Month this year, okay? Thank you, my babies. Bye.
I'm not even gonna say what I'm thinking. No, not today, because that most certainly would hurt someone's feelings.
What the hell is a milk cricket? When you see someone talking with glasses on like that and a voice like that, you already know they're just gonna spill a bunch of crap. And she's got that crazy look in her eye. I've seen that look before. I'm telling you, this woman's nuts. But can someone please tell me what a milk cricket is? I mean, I'm starting to get old, man. I don't know what all these terms are. Milk cricket.